So the video we just watched highlighted the revival of the sacred salmon ceremony and featured Baker Pilgrim, more affectionately known by everyone around the world as Grandma Aggie. I'm sorry to report that we lost Grandma Aggie this past November, as well as her son Keith. Aggie was 95 when she passed away this last November. She was a member of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz and was of Tequilma descent. Grandma Aggie was also part of the 13 indigenous grandmothers that traveled around the world to speak to what was happening in their indigenous communities. And for Grandma Aggie, her platform was on the importance of water and what it means to all living beings and to protect that sacred water. And so I thought it was appropriate to leave you with one of Grandma Aggie's quotes. Grandma Aggie was very known to be to speak her mind, and she said, "We are all water babies. It's never too late to save the world. Wherever you are, take care of the water if you really want to live." And so I thought it was fitting, because that is ultimately it. We cannot live without water. And so to be mindful of protecting our water and not polluting. And so thank you for watching that video.
So for the reflection questions, we have created a breakout session activity that you can conduct in Zoom or whatever virtual platform you are using. And we created a link to Google Slides, so students can find their group number, as it will be visual when they're being sent to their breakout session, and match it up with the corresponding number on the slide deck. And then they can assign a note taker for the group to record answers to the reflection questions on the slide deck, and just have them be prepared to share their answers to the whole group when you return to the whole group sessions. And as you'll see here on the slides, in a minute, instructions will appear on the first slide of the slide deck when you open the Google Slides link to the breakout session. This slide shows an example of group one and the reflection questions that were given, and then the answers that they came up with. So for example, on question one, it asks, what was the significance of Agnes Pilgrim, Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians, Tequilma Elder, bringing back the first salmon ceremony? And then group one typed in the response, the significance was reclaiming the sacred land and the importance of the first salmon ceremony for Native peoples. And just another example, question two, from your point of view, were her efforts important to salmon and the environment? And then on the answer, you can see they typed in, her efforts were important to both salmon and the environment. She was demonstrating the importance of salmon habitats. So you can see, just going through 1 through 5, what the reflection questions were, and then the responses given within the group. So it's just a great activity to get students reflecting on the video that was shown and get them really thinking about the cultural significance of the first salmon ceremony.